Hello everyone, very good evening. MC Thamizharasan here from Chennai Event Professionals, Event MC, MC Trainer, MC Manager, and founder of Chennai Event Professionals and Chennai Event MCs, and co-founder of Chennai Event Entertainers. So today's exclusive topic is on BTL promotions, especially in apartments. So what is BTL activity? BTL stands for below the line, and the opposite of BTL is ATL, above the line promotions. So below the line promotion is nothing but you're contacting the customers directly, and above the line marketing is going through mass media like TV, radio, newspaper, all these things. So I'm not going to take into a detailed version of this. I'm just going to give the glimpse of what is BTL and ATL and how you can do these activities in apartments. So as I said in the beginning, ATL is above the line marketing, where it's involved at a huge level or a bigger level, where you go for newspaper ad, TV ad, and also it happens at a national level or state level or territory level, taken care by the branding agency or the company's centralized department whatsoever. When it comes for BTL, it's very close to the customers. Like you give the leaflets, we handle the leaflets, you conduct MC-based activities, you put a kiosk in apartments or mall, you handle the flyers, all this, and you give the newspaper insert. All these things comes under BTL, which is nothing but contacting your customers directly, and also sale may happen there as well. So this is what the basic thing about a BTL promotion, because in event industry a lot of you would be hearing this word, it's a BTL activity, BTL promotion. So you should know what it's all about. It's nothing but reaching to the customer directly. That's the one line you need to understand about BTL promotion. Now, what are the ways of doing BTL promotion? As I said, it can be a newspaper insert, it can be a flyer distribution, it can be apartments activity, mall activity, it can be a road show. All these things come under the BTL. And I'm going to take the apartments activity here. I'm just going to give the example or how you can execute an apartments activity. And this live is exclusively for the clients. This is not actually for the event managers or the event professionals, because they may be already aware of this. In case you are not aware, it's a good live for you. And I just wanted to do this live for the clients so that they understand what's a BTL promotion, and they can take the help of the event MC or the event manager to execute it in a smoother way. Well, when it comes for apartments promotion, there are some 5-6 basic steps. That's it. With that, you can easily execute your BTL activity. First thing, you need to list out the apartments. That is, whatever your product or whatever your service, you need to find out the radius within which you need the promotion to happen. For example, if it's a play school, or if it's a art and science school, or it's an art and entertainment school, all you'll be finding is some 5 to 10 kilometers radius, so that students can travel. If it's after school activity, they need to travel after the school. Or if it's a play school or a Montessori school, again, kids, they don't travel much. So you need to first decide the radius within which we are going to target the apartments. So first thing is selecting the target audience and the target apartments. Second, getting the permission from the apartments. Procedure, it's pretty simple. You can directly walk into any of those apartments, or you can get their phone number, email address, and you can mail them or call them over the phone. And all the apartments, majority of the apartments, they give you permission. They either have an indoor community hall, or they give the lawn, or they give the playground, or some place near the parking shed, car parking, wherever. So 90% of the apartments where I have seen, they give permission for other activities, because they do get some revenue out of it. So when you approach them for the permission, they'll be asking you what sort of activity, what are the things you need, and they will have their own procedure. Like they will say, we'll give you for 2 hours, or we'll give you so and so space. This is the rent. This place costs this much, and the other place costs the other rate. So they will be having the ready-made tariff, and you can also say your requirement. So second thing is the apartment's permission. Once you have taken the permission, you'll be paying them either in cash or DD or check or online transfer whatsoever, and which they have their formalities. Once that's done, we can do the pre-promotion. Before doing the pre-promotion or before booking an apartment, you need to say decide what sort of activity you are going to do there. Whether you are going to do only newspaper insert, or whether you are going to give the flyers distribution door to door, or whether you are going to put a kiosk and sit over there, a stall or kiosk and sit over there and distribute the flyers, or you are going to do MC based activity with mic or without mic. So you need to decide all these things and then get the permission. Once the permission is taken and once you have made the payment, you can do the pre-promotion. What are the ways of pre-promotion you can do is, one is again, newspaper insert comes under pre-promotion, and putting it on the notice board. Every apartments will have their own notice board, and it differs from apartments to apartments. Few apartments will have only main boards like 5 or 6, and few apartments will have notice board for every block. So you need to you can talk with the apartments manager regarding the pre-promotion, like whether you are going to put it on notice board, whether they have the email chain, I mean the email list where they can blast it as an email to the residents and the owners, and the WhatsApp groups, and flyer distribution door to door. Very few apartments allow the door to door distribution, and rest of the apartments either they say you can do it as newspaper insert, or you can put it in a common box, or they will be having individual box for every flat, or you can give it to the security, or they may have some other source. And very few apartments allow you or your promoter to go door to door and deliver it, because nowadays it has become a risky thing that when you allow the outsiders, a lot of things happen, and safety issues are there. So usually most of the apartments, they don't allow third person to go door to door and do the canvassing. So you need to make sure that you get the right details from the apartments manager. So these are the pre-promotion ways, and the last pre-promotion would be the banner. Most of the apartments will not allow you to keep banner for a longer time. So when your activity is there, 1 or 2 days before, they allow you to keep your banner either at the entrance, or they will have their own common visibility area, the areas which are more visible for the guests, or the owners and the residents of the apartments. So you can use the banner. So I'm sharing all this information with you because as a client, you should know what are the things you need to invest for an apartment activity. Because after paying them a good sum of amount to the apartments, if you're not going to do the pre-promotion, definitely your activity is not going to be as effective as it could have been. So you should be ready to invest on all these things, like the flyers. You need to print a flyer mentioning the date of the event. That is the flyer that should go to door to door. If you're going to distribute a common flyer or common brochure of yours, people are not going to be aware that there is something going to happen that week. They'll be getting just the information about your school or whatever your product or service. So make sure that you create a separate flyers or the brochures to distribute to the apartments residents and the owners, so that they turn up for the event. So you have to be very careful about these things, about the banner, these flyers, mention the date. And as I said, the last promotion activity would be pre-promotion, would be having the banner at the apartments. And then if it's going to be MC based activity, you need to book a mic. If there are no mic and speakers, you need to book a mic. Or if it's going to be kiosk based, or if it's going to be only flyers distribution based, have the enough resources accordingly. If it's going to be MC based, definitely we will be able to give you a lot of support, because we have done almost like 40-50 apartments activity. We have done it for school, we have done it for real estate properties, and a lot more. So definitely we'll be able to help you, even if you want us to take care of the end-to-end, like taking the permission from the apartments manager until executing it. And after that, after the exhibition is over, after the event is over, what can you expect? This is what most of the clients have there in mind. What would be the end result of doing an apartments promotion? Always tell them that there are 500,000 flats. You cannot expect every person to come over to the event. You can expect 10 to 20%. Again, this is not the exact data I'm giving you. It's just a rough data I'm giving you. If there are 200, 300 apartments, you can expect around 30, 40 families to turn up. If you want me to give it in numbers, I can say 80 to 100 people can turn up. If you have around 200 to 300 flats. When you say 200 to 300 flats, if you take around average 2 to 3 members per flat, so it's roughly 600 to 800 total residents of that apartment. So the average turn up would be 80 to 100. That's what we have seen in the past. So accordingly, you have to be prepared. And then once they come, you need to be clear what's that you are going to collect. Are you going to collect the database, or you're going to just brand yourself, distribute the flyers, or you're going to conduct some activities and entertain the audience and leaving them a great memory? You need to decide it. As much as possible, I always tell my clients to collect the database, because always database is very important. You can use it at any point of time, whether you are going to use it right then or whether you are going to preserve it. When you are doing some activity and you are paying something and doing the activity, it's good to collect the database and have it for your future purpose. So once the database is collected, then you can send them messages. And again, you have to be very careful. You cannot keep blasting them with the bulk SMS, or you cannot keep sending them messages. I always alert my clients saying that your messages have to be very polished way. You should have a branding consultant to design or develop your messages, because that's very important. Not everyone likes the bulk SMS. So be careful in drafting your messages. Once the activity is over, you have a sequence of messages, or you have a sequence of information to be passed. For example, one simple tip I can share: after the event is over, once you collect the database, you can leave a thanks message to all the residents saying that thanks for participating in our event. Looking forward to associating with you, or looking forward to seeing you in our school, or whatever you want to do. That's the first message. And then second, third message, you have to keep reminding them about the activities that's happening in your school or in your organization. But it has to be very subtle that it doesn't disturb the client. So if you'd like to know more about drafting a message, you can definitely contact my mentor, Dr. Maharaja. You can visit his website, drmaharaja.com, or you can contact me. I'll share his links. He is good at helping you drafting the message, drafting the marketing message, and the sequences in which the message to be sent. So after the event is over, you get the database. You can contact them. You can follow with them. Sometimes we, as an event MC or as an event organizer, our team also support you in following up with the clients. We have done that for a play school. After the event is over, we called all these clients. Sometimes we have a very good rapport with the client because we are the face of the school. We are the face of the organization when we conduct the activity. So when we call them again, they will be glad to receive a call, and we ask them to visit the school. With that, our role is over. And it's not mandatory that MC need to do the follow-up there. But sometimes as a goodwill gesture, or sometimes we do it for commercial as well. So we can do that as well. So what are the support you can expect from an MC or an event organizer? We can take permission for, we can also select, give the list of the apartments. We can take the permission. We can execute the entire event. We can then have the follow-up with the clients and make sure that they turn up to your organization. From there, it's your duty to convert them based on the infrastructure or based on the way you talk to them. It's up to you and the client how they get converted. So this is all about BTL promotions in an apartments. So just to sum up this, live BTL is nothing but below the line activity. ATL is above the line activity. ATL is a mass communication. It's a mass marketing like television, media, radio, newspaper. BTL is directly you are approaching the clients or your customers or the target audience through flyer distribution or through MC based activity or through newspaper insert, whether it's a mall activity, whether it's a roadshow or an apartments activity. So if you'd like to know more about this, or if you'd like to conduct some BTL activity for your organization, please do contact us on our mobile number 900-308-7198. And please do visit our websites at www.chennaieventprofessionals.com and www.chennaieventmcees.com. Good night. Stay blessed.